We're in a little corner of my office looking at another two pieces of religious art. The one above is Caravaggio's painting of the Emmaus moment. It comes at the end of Jesus walking with the two disciples on Easter Sunday to Emmaus. And at the end of that journey, they go to an inn and they sit down to a meal. And in the middle of that meal, Jesus performs the characteristic Eucharistic gesture, takes the bread, blesses it, breaks it. And it says, at that moment, their eyes were opened and they recognized him, whereupon he vanished from their sight. I love this image because you see their wonder, like this flash of recognition. This mysterious stranger that has walked with them all day, indeed is Jesus Christ, risen from the dead. He vanishes from their sight to speak to us of the truth that we should no longer look for Jesus in his bodily form, but he is now present in his Eucharistic form. Again, the emphasis of the Eucharist. But I love that moment of recognition. Their eyes were opened. And we think of all the places in Scripture where someone's eyes were opened to recognize the reality of God's presence or the truth of God's life. What are the times in our lives when our eyes were opened and we came to see things for what they truly are? Below it is a picture of St. John of the Cross, who is a great mystic. Spiritual director to Teresa of Avila wrote Ascent to Mount Carmel and Dark Night of the Soul. In Spanish, it essentially says, be quiet and work, which is probably a good message for all of us at times. But he was very mystical, but also very practical. But in his writings, we see the deep desire of God to come in search of us and to save us and to love us. So I like these two pictures, and they speak to me again of the power of God's revelation, God unveiling himself to us.